Good afternoon, chat. Hello, hello, hello. How are we today? Let me just do a quick test. Hello, test, test, test. Let me just do a quick test. Hello, test, test, test. We sound good. Good afternoon. Who we got in here today? Thunder, Abdul, welcome. Kerclaw, Techno, hello. Retro, good afternoon, my friend. Rhodes, hello. Culper, hello. Number one Clipper, lovely, jubbly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No sarnies, no meal deals, nothing like that. Squiz, welcome. How are you? Melvin, hello. Good afternoon. Tribal, good afternoon, my friend. How are you? Akuna, welcome. Marv, hello. How are you? J Fix, good afternoon. Mr. Fixers, hello, hello, hello. Paul. Fad, welcome. How are you? No pot noodle, nope. No monster. Nope. I got a vitamin drink today. I got the vitamin tablet. Try to get over this illness that we got. Welcome. It's a vitamin tablet mixed with some juice. Hello. Bodge and MSP, welcome. How are you? Welcome, peeps. Good afternoon on this fine day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Put up at this. Wednesday, I have a video coming out about the garage chat. Yep. I got a video coming out Wednesday about the garage. So happy diddly days. Try putting a PS4 HDMI on the PS5. I haven't, no. I have not done so. No pot noodle. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Dave, welcome. How are you? Luke, hello. Good, thanks. Good to hear. Garage, don't you mean the hutch? I don't mean the hutch, no. I definitely do not mean the hutch. No matter what you guys say. I definitely do not mean the hutch. All right? To confirm. When is Gibbs coming to help? I saw him playing some Ark yesterday. How Culper was his how was his session? Was it okay? New steak pot noodle? I don't know how I feel about that. Steak pot noodle. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, I'll be honest. That sounds a bit strange. Welcome. I'm thirsty. Thirsty today, chat. Well, he started late and I went into office. GG. GG. Hey, Joey. I basically started getting into repairing as a hobby because of you. Got 2 Xbox Ones to tinker and had a faulty Switch. Got 2 PSPs fixed up and excited to continue. Thanks, man. You're more than welcome. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Just getting into SMD repair myself. We'll be focusing on DJ controllers. And I Pioneer Novation. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome, 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 peeps. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to try and look at something a little bit different today. Because why not? I'm going to look at this. I went to go and visit my friends at the old repair shop. And I basically said, have you got anything? And they said, we got this old laptop that the motherboards are doing this. Ping, ping, ping. I said, okay, I'll take it. I thought, do you know what? I'll just have a quick look on stream. See what the situation is. So we're going to be looking at a laptop today. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Do I like football? Yeah, I love playing football. I like watching. Do. Welcome, peeps. Welcome, welcome, welcome. CPR, welcome. How are your friends doing in the new business? Yeah, okay. They've had some. One of them's had a bit of personal stuff going on, but they are going to set up some mail-in stuff that I can recommend to go to them, and we work out like a little bit of a commission basis or something, like a little bit of a split if I manage to recommend somebody successfully to them. because they're people that I trust, and I'd be happy for them to work on people's devices, and they offer warranties and stuff, you know. How much would it cost me to send you a switch to get the charger port repaired? I don't accept jobs, unfortunately, Robbie. One thing I keep thinking about. Dennis, welcome. Percy, I'm a Southampton fan. So am I, Percy. It's my hometown. Good morning from Argentina. Hello, Diego. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my friend. Not going to lie, I decided to get equipped for SMD repair last month. Got an out and hot air new microscope because of you and some other YouTuber that do SMD work. I used to do normal soldering though. Nice. So you have some sort of expertise in it. Nice. That's a shame. I would have liked to see it in a video. What's that, Rob? Oh, the switch? Yeah. Yeah, I don't do stuff like that, unfortunately. I don't take on repairs from customers. Unless I do them for free. I was in Shirley today, DJ. Just on the outskirts. Yeah, Cienza. The new signing seems to be doing pretty well as well. He got a goal on his debut, didn't he? And we beat Leicester 4-3 the other day with an absolutely incredible comeback. I saw the highlights, didn't watch the game. Bro, are you actually a Pompey supporter? But Damien's hardcore Southampton. What? How does that even work? Have you ever thought about doing something like a Patreon Skillshare teaching people? Squiz! I'm actually doing ads for it at the moment, chat. I'm doing Facebook ads for it. Yeah, I'm doing a $5 a day to see what the situation is like. So I'm doing a Facebook ads for the school at the moment, and it seems to be doing all right. It seems to be doing okay. It's interesting. Well, you're in luck. Like me and our old house as a kid with Bristol Rovers. Dad and brother were City fans. You talk Cockney. I'm having trouble understanding you. I don't think it's necessarily Cockney. I think it's for people who are around the world, though. I can imagine why it would sound like that. Just started relearning soldering. Your channel is helping a lot. Thank you. Wow, I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Laren, that's it. Yeah. I have experience over 30 years of electronic soldering for vintage audio and pro audio, but never really got into SMD till now. That'll be a fun learning curve for sure. Yeah, nice. Good morning from New York. Jimmy, welcome. How are you? What's the plan for today? Laptop. Claw, how are you today? I don't go St. Mary's often. No. I haven't been in years. Long time. I used to be part of like this Saints Academy thing when I was younger. But it was like, if you didn't do well in school, you'd go to St. Mary's. And do like extra learning curriculum stuff. So I was involved in that. I used to go a lot when I was in primary school. When it had just opened, pretty much. It used to be called the Dell, and it was in Shirley. But then they moved it to St. Mary's. And I think I was in... What year was that? I would have been in primary school, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2001. Oh, wait. So I would have been... Yeah. I didn't start secondary school until 2000... I want to say 2004. Wait, when did I start secondary school? 2003? What are you, 12 usually, yeah? Yeah, it would have been 2003. I left in 2009. Yeah. So yeah, I was just in... I was in primary school. – 2001. Yeah, I was in primary school. So it was just when it first opened. Horses and carriages. My friend lives in EC and Hull or Southampton fans. Lovely jubbly. How long does it take to break through electronics? How many years? Years and years and years. Years. I mean, there's fast learners out there, so it might not take people necessarily too long. Can you add text to the school pane below? You may want to clarify that you're doing the courses, otherwise it may just look like a generic partnership ad. Yeah. I'll do it right now, Culper, if that's how you feel. Even if one person questions that, I feel like it's important. Even if one person questions that, I feel like it's important. Oh, it does say learn to repair like Joey, though, right? It does say learn to repair like Joey. I could say, click the image to see what courses Joey has to offer on school.com. Just a little bit more context. I think you're right. Click the image to see what courses Joey has to offer on school.com. A little bit better. Work in progress. Work in progress. Maha says, I used to live in Basildon and then moved back home to London. Yeah, nice, nice. Learned to drive in 1992, the year I was born. GG. Best year ever. Just all of my first hot air station, managed to get one with a diaphragm pump for 75. Nice. I wish the football was big in New Zealand. The atmosphere is completely different here in New Zealand compared to the UK. Sorcerer Stan, welcome. How are you? I got a quick 859D plus free workstation. Lovely jubbly. I agree. I did my first HDMI port on a Series S. Got it right the first time. Nice, Jimmy. Well done. It's tough. Good morning from Baltimore, Maryland, where it's currently minus 3 house family. Yeah, all good. Thank you. All good. How are you, Chris? Do you program STM controllers? No. Do you think it's a good idea to focus on it? I don't personally. Peripheros, welcome. Joe, do you see my repairs on school? I do, yes, Fad. But I deleted the one that you put up today. I'm extremely grateful, actually, that you're consistently posting on the school, and I really, really appreciate it. I just need it to be in English, because it's an English-speaking school. And people will find it really hard to understand and not be able to understand. Like myself. So if you could upload those in English, that would be like A1. That would be amazing. And I'd massively appreciate it. But I did have to delete one just now. I think it was the controller one that you did. They're amazing. I love them. I still watched it. I don't know what language it was. Was it Arabic? I'm okay, thank you, Mira. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm still a bit under the weather, but I don't know. My glands, these glands here, they feel swollen still. But I kind of feel okay elsewhere. Yeah, I feel better, but still bad. I feel better, but still bad. Hudo Melvin, Dennis Amram, thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate you. Garbage, welcome. How are you? Yeah, it must be early for you, Garbage, hey? What's your microscope? Yeah, if you do exclamation mark tools, you'll be able to see a list of tools there. And that'll be everything I have from microscope to soldering station, etc., etc. 7 a.m. bright and early. Lovely jubbly. Get that coffee down you. Alias, welcome. Did the roof quote scare you too much? No. So, basically, well remembered, by the way. Basically, chat, what they said is that I don't know what they're called. You know the felt on the roof? So, you know if you have a flat roof and the felt on the roof goes over the sides? It's like, I'm going to call them the felt flaps. Okay? Easy, Bodge. Who's calling me? Oh, chat, 2 secs. Okay. Supposedly, you remember I said about the boiler? Chat, do you remember I said about the boiler? Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember. I said about how the taps downstairs are not as hot as the taps upstairs, so my bath, therefore, is like a 10-degree difference in the heat. And they said it might be... we replaced the cartridge in the shower head. Not the shower head, the shower taps. Replaced the cartridge. Do you guys remember? You might do, you might not. That didn't work. And they've now... I'm in my last year of warranty with Worcester. 10 years. It's my last year. So the plumbers have arranged Worcester to come out. Because they think it's a... You ready for this? A flow sensor, chat. Do you know what a flow sensor is? They think it might be a flow sensor issue, is what they've said. But they're going to come out and check it and see what the sitch is. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, they're just speaking absolute jargon to me. I said cool. Thank you.
26 months and still going strong. Hopefully you're feeling better.
Thank you, Wheaty. You're an absolute legend. Tier 2 for 26 months as well. Thank you, my friend. Legend. Thank you. Flow rate sensor. Yeah, potentially, Dennis. Something about a sensor. A flow sensor on a Worcester combi boiler is a small internal component that detects when you turn on a hot tap and tells a boiler start heating water. They said as well on one of the taps it was getting warm. On one of the pipes it was getting warm on the boiler where it shouldn't be. They might have said something about the diverter valve, Luke, but they said that a bit of the boiler was getting hot where it shouldn't be getting hot. So they feel like maybe that's why I'm losing a bit of heat, apparently. Does that make sense? What it does, when you open a hot tap, cold mains water flows into the boiler. The flow sensor detects the water movement. It sends a signal to the boiler. It fires up and heats the water instantly. When you close the tap, flow stops and boiler shuts down. Without a working flow sensor, the boiler won't know if you're asking it for hot water. Common signs it's faulty. No hot water. Boiler doesn't fire up. Hot water cutting in and out. Boiler heating works fine, but hot water doesn't. Lime scale build up apparently in hard water areas. In Southampton we have a lot of lime scale and hard water. It's horrible down here in the south. Down south of England is like one of the worst places for water. I'm pretty sure it's horrible. I don't know why. I don't know why. Rads are fine. Oh, saying that, the Rads weren't fine. But I think they're okay now. There was an issue when he came to do the service. Going to try my hand at 24 CT, leaving in this weekend. I wouldn't put it in the fridge garbage. I wouldn't. Don't even speak to me about fridges. Honestly, every single time I put my dough in a fridge, I mess it up. And it just dies. I don't know why. I don't know why. Watch your videos and the other reasons I had success in changing behavior. You're more than welcome, Jimmy. You're more than welcome. Calcium buildup. Yeah, very hard water. Very hard water. I used to have my hands on Flow Coriolis crude oil meters. Limestone at once hits the reservoir. Yeah, south of England, really hard water. Really, really hard. Yeah, it does. Diverter valve. If your radiators are hot but upstairs isn't, through taps, likely diverter valve. Oh, but the issue though, the issue is that it's with the tap. If you run it on half, it's boiling. It's just when you open it fully, that's when the temp really comes down. Like if I have my bath water on half, it's amazing. It's like lava. But then as soon as you open the flow fully, that's when it drops like 10 degrees. So I don't know if that is a sign for anything. They do say you need a new boiler. It's 10 plus years. Yeah. Luckily I got warranty though, so. Drop-in bar. I did notice a drop-in bar before I had it serviced. It was below 0 in the red. But then it sorted itself out after they done the service. And it stayed positive. It's above 1 now. I think it's between 1 and 2. A hype train has started, but nothing other than Wheaties that came in, nothing else came in. Why has it done that? That's strange. That's strange. Si, welcome. How are you? I found a company today that are local to me that they will come and collect the rubbish that I have, like the e-waste that I've got and the metals and the plastic, which is cool. And I think they do it free of charge. I just have to give them a call. They're local to me, so that's pretty decent. Because I was just going to bag it up in an IKEA bag and tell them what I got, because I got batteries as well. Thank you for the hype train, guys. Level 1, 62%. If the heater has multiple elements and one is burnt out, it might not be able to keep up with the full flow. Joey, what percentage of the equipment coming in did you not fix?
Avenue with old man. Even though I am at least 20-ish years older than you.
Peripherals, thank you very much for the 200 bits. I appreciate you. Yeah, 20 years older. What? And you calling me old man or the glove above on the dove? I feel old at the moment. Yeah, how are you, Si? You okay? Yeah, Wheaty, I was going to do that. I was going to ask if they have any faulty consoles. You get so much. Do you get it taken for free, Si? Because they make money from like the metals and stuff, right? Send it to ESS, who will pay you for that. Joey's a spring chicken. Oh, that is an absolute. I'm a spring onion at the moment, mate. I ain't no spring chicken. I'm a spring onion. Mostly break down my stuff. Different people for different things. Yeah, yeah. I just have a lot of I have a lot of faulty PS5. Like, I have a lot of faulty PS5 metals. You know, like the chassis, the heat sinks. So I've got a bunch of them. The copper and the metal, and then I've got a bunch of Nintendo Switch chassis that I'm not saving the batteries from. That I've taken out, like the speakers, and I've taken out the rails. But when it comes to the other metals, I've got a bunch of plastics. The plastics is from, I'll show you. I've got like a bag of them. It's not a lot because I've not finished sorting it all. But I've got like a bag of the backs of Nintendo Switches and Switch lights that are just going to be unrepairable because they're like snapped and like the screws are, the screw holes are snapped on the inside, and it's like stuff like this, you know, where the plastic is snapped on the screws. So I've got a bag of like that. I've got a bag of Nintendo Switch batteries and all of those things. So yeah, I'll contact them and see if they can. And then when they get here, I'm gonna say, look, hello, how are you? Firstly, my name is Joey. Secondly, have you got any consoles that you pick up that are faulty, or any other electronic devices that you're just going to chuck away that have common issues such as no power or no display? And they're going to say, no. I say, oh, okay, GG, yeah, back to square one, back to route one, you know. Finished high school in 1977. Lovely jubbly. I think, VK, I think you're a little bit far behind, my friend. I think we started talking about that at the start of the stream. So if you are, and you see this message, click on the live bit down at the bottom of the screen, and it should bring you straight to where we are now, because I don't want to leave you behind. Hot Cows, good afternoon. Thank you very much for the Prime for 20 months in a row. Plain Little Jeff, Joey, love your content. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mrs. Coda. Is this the Mrs. Coda? Hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. And the first time chat, welcome. How are you? Plastics go to the regular recycling here. Yeah, but if I'm getting the metal taken, then I might as well just say to them, look, I have got some batteries and some plastic. Would you mind taking that as well? You know, I don't know if they make money from plastics. I don't know if they melt the plastics and make money from that. I don't know if it works the same as like what metal does. You know what I mean? Diego Garcia, FL. I'm assuming you're from Florida. Thank you very much. I appreciate the Prime subscription. Thank you. That's very kind. We're on a hype train, guys. Thank you for the hype train. I appreciate the support. Level 2, 3 minutes 40 on the clock, 33% of the way. I love what you're doing. I have a ton of capital. What would you recommend as a first buy to try and repair something that's not expensive? Aqua, I always recommend to ask family and friends if they've got anything that is faulty or doesn't work and that you can have just for practicing taking it apart and putting it back together. Not necessarily attempting to repair old phones, those sorts of things. As long as they're not, you know, worried about their data and it's things that they're going to be able to chuck, they're just going to chuck away. Ask them and just say, have you got any old phones or tablets or anything electronic lying in your drawer? First off, make sure you try and learn about the health and safety side of things, and then just get a screwdriver set, take things apart and put it back together. It's a very underrated skill, and I say this a lot. If I was to have a repair shop myself, I'd want somebody really good and competent at taking things apart and putting it back together, because I feel like it's such a key thing. Even when I used to work at the repair shop, when some techs didn't put stuff back together, you send yourself crazy because you think it's something that you've repaired, and then by the time they put it back together, because sometimes I used to get the motherboard. So you do the fix on the motherboard, you test it, you go, yeah, it's working all fine. And then you pass it back to someone else, and then they put it back together and it wouldn't work. And then you've got 2 points of failure there. It could be your repair, or it could be the fact that they've just left something out of putting it back together, which happened a lot. So having somebody take something apart and put it back together is such an integral key skill of learning how to fix things, in my opinion. Other people might think differently, but I think it's actually such a good skill. Such a good skill. Like, you want somebody who knows that in and out, you know? I'm more like moldy garlic. I like that. Spring cabbage. Bodge over on the Twitch as well. Live now. There we go, VKC. You're all up to date. Lovely, jubbly. Let's go. Let's go. My e-waste collector's miles away. I have a nice new scar from breaking e-waste this week. Yeah, that's another thing. Those PS5s are sharp, man. Joey's gobbling. Hello, how are you? Feels better half. Welcome. Welcome. I wish one day I could be as good of a technician as you. I'm not good. I'm not good. I mean, if you look at the people that I've learnt from. So Phil, for example, if you take a look at his channel, The Coder on YouTube, I learnt a lot of my stuff from him. A lot of it. And I just kind of adapt it. I was speaking about this the other day. I just adapted it to my own way. Every single tech has their own way of doing things. And it's like anything in life. You learn from the best and then you adapt it your way. And that's exactly what I did. Learn from Phil, Tronics Fix. So yeah. I don't personally think I'm a great technician. I do things a Joey way. And that's, you know, where I have the school, exclamation mark school, SKOOL. And that's why I say in there as well that it's not, you're not going to learn about electrons and Ohm's law, but you'll learn my way of thinking about how to take something apart and how I diagnose faults, etc. The Joey way, which is the dumb way, but I mean, it works, you know? Everyone has their way. CPM, welcome. Noob Tinkerer, hello, how are you? They make money from plastics. Oh, okay. Diego, let's go. Yes, sir. I start watching your videos. Now I'm hooked. Makes me really want to get into electronics repair. I used to fix phones at my old job, but never anything fancy with soldering, iron, or anything. Again, it's a really underrated skill. A really underrated skill. You should, it's good that that's where you started, because taking things apart and putting them back together, it's the start of it all. Sigma, welcome. How are you? Also, to be able to assemble something took apart weeks ago, or also got to be able to assemble something took apart weeks ago. Yeah, Si, that's a very good point. Because a lot of the jobs, especially again in the old repair shop, they'd sit in a tray, you know, whilst they're waiting for updates or parts. Yeah. As you continue to learn, for you personally, are you more interested in being a jack of all trade and fixing, or rather be a master at one thing? It's a very good question, Garbage. It's a very good question. Do you know what I'd say? I'd say personally, I don't know. And I know it sounds really stupid, but I also want to normalize that it's okay to not know, you know? I think I put a lot of pressure on myself thinking about that a lot. Do I want to just do consoles, and do I really want to do simple fixes? Because if I'm being honest, it's not going to get it's not going to do well on YouTube. If I had a business and I was repairing, I'd take it a lot slower. So I'd rather be the master of console repair and specialize in it and make money that way. And just be smart about how long I worked on things, gave myself a time limit before I moved on to the next thing. And then that way, the knowledge that I've gained from consoles and everything, I could definitely use to just stay afloat and make some decent money. And then if I had time, I would then look at some other stuff. It depends. Like if I was busy as a repair shop and I had jobs that were, a month in advance, I had a queue that was like a month. A, I'd look at raising the price. B, I'd be laughing. But if I wasn't able to get the customers because it's saturated or whatever, I'd have to look at alternative methods. I'd have to look at phones, tablets, all the other stuff, and just give people the expectation that I'm not great at doing these, but I can do a standard job and go from there, and then develop my craft there. But yeah, I'd say from a content creation standpoint, I can't really stay in this lane, annoyingly. As much as I'd love to, as much as I'm comfortable doing it, I've got limitations, right, in terms of my skill cap. I know that. I'm not intelligent enough to do certain things, programming chips and all those things, because for some reason my brain just doesn't work like that. So I also need to have a bit of self-awareness, and I think I do that pretty well by saying that I'm not a great tech, and I'm not an amazing tech, but I can do the basics very well. So yeah, it's a great question, and I would say that at the moment, I think it's important for me to try and branch out as much as I can based on the content that I'm doing for YouTube, and that's my main source of income. And Twitch, of course, and making these entertaining as I possibly can. So yeah, it really, 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 really depends. Simple as that. If I had a shop, then it'll be built on honesty about my capabilities and what I can and can't do. Because, and this is the same method that I had in Rocket Repairs, where you'd have same repeat customers asking for you specifically. And it's because you would just have an honest conversation with them. And I'd say to people, if we take this in for you, our queue is 2 weeks. And we're not going to start working on it specifically for a good few days. We're talking 3 to 4 working days. It will just sit in a queue because of, but investigation on it will start in about 3 or 4 working days. But the issue that we had at the old repair place was just such a breakdown in communication. I'd be saying that, and that's what we were all told to say. But then we'd have some people that would come in on a weekend because they were part-time, and they take the device and say, yeah, someone will look at that for you tomorrow and update you. And then what would happen is that person would go, they wouldn't be back until the next weekend. And then we'd all come in, and then we get 7 customers calling on a Monday saying, I dropped off a device on the weekend. I've been told that I would have had an update. What's the situation? And we'd be like, and then imagine at that point having to explain to a customer, no, our standard queue is 3 to 4 working days. What you've been told is incorrect. It's game over. Unfortunately, it's game over. I mean, there's a lot of people that were very understanding, but trying to reel someone back from that, it straight away just leaves a bad taste in their mouth. So it's really difficult. That's why, if you're honest upfront and fair with the customer, even if you say it's 2 weeks, I don't guarantee. I put a lot of money that if you are a reputable repair shop that has good reviews, they will still go with you. If you're able to explain the situation in layman's terms, keep everything simple and basic to a customer who isn't very, tech savvy, and you explain to them how long it's going to take up front, lower their expectation, and then under promise, over deliver. So then if you do manage to fix it the next day, everyone's a winner. You know what I mean? Paul, welcome. How are you? Finishing for the day. Time to some relaxation watching YouTube. Lovely jubbly. How are you, my friend? Are you okay? Do you keep records of your finding spreadsheet with no good ohm readings? So Sigma, I don't do the ohm readings, which would be very good and beneficial, but I'm not that organized. It's like ammeter readings as well, on Nintendo Switches, and just USB-C devices in general. Even just having a spreadsheet of regular ammeter readings. It's like the same for power supplies on PS5s. When you put a power supply in 12 volts and then see how much it's drawing on boot. Like having that information is really, really handy, because then you'll just be able to go through and see what, you know, what the previous common issue was with that amount of amp draw, and go, oh, that's SSD controller. And that's what we used to do. That's what I used to do, but it was more so by memory rather than having it jotted down on a spreadsheet. But that would be really beneficial. Yeah. Peter, welcome. How are you? What's going on at the moment? We're just having a little bit of a chin wag, Galaxy. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I used to work in a repair shop behind the counter many moons ago, but the guy who owned it was shady, and I had to get out there. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, Damien, how are you? Welcome. I say it's best to master one thing than try another and take on too many things. I don't know. I think both work, in my opinion. The best tech is an honest tech. That I wholeheartedly and completely agree with. Wholeheartedly and completely agree with. You have to own your customers. No one wants to be passed person to person. They come to a small business for that one. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, under promise, over deliver. It's very true. Very, very true. Set the expectations. Yeah. Right, chat, I'm going to look at this Lenovo laptop today. Like I said, I visited my old repair shop, the one that closed down, and they've opened up a new one. And I'm going to take a look today and see what the situation is. Because why not? I don't know if it works. He said apparently the motherboard is blinking. And it's just sat in their donor pile. So he was like, take it. I was like, all right, cool. Let's take it. Let's see what the situation is. Now, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to use the PLD ammeter. Exclamation mark PLD in the chat. And what that's going to do is allow me to see what's being drawn on this. Yeah, it probably might be. It's an old cheapy. I wouldn't say old, actually. It's just a cheapy Lenovo, I think. So I don't know how well built it's going to be. I don't know if they've salvaged SSD or RAM or anything like that. If they have, I'll laugh because I obviously have none. Oh, chat, look. Look at this. Can you believe it's tidy? Lord Glover, above on a dove. Look at that. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I cleaned out all of these. Most of it's up in the loft. Other stuff has just gone in the bin. And I feel a bit cleaner. I've still got a long, loads of things to do in preparation for the garage. But, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Probably the same size as a Switch. Probably, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. Here we go. Here we go. I'll go with that. Laptop question mark. I was going to put the fault, but I don't know what the fault is, so GG. I need to get my little... So, where's the PLD ammeter? Here it is. Let's grab our PLD ammeter. And we've got the... Let me take out that. So, I've got 100 watts coming into this. 100 wattages. And I just now need to find, hopefully... it doesn't take power delivery, by the way, of USB-C. So, this could be a very quick stream if I don't have the right connector for this Lenovo laptop. I'm hoping I do, because I have a plethora of them here. But if I don't, it's game over, unfortunately. Wait. There's two separate cables here? Oh, that's where that one went. Oh. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Do you guys want to know the make and model? I am documenting the conversion. Chat, do you want to see a spoiler? Yes or no? If I get 10 ones in the chat, I'll show you a spoiler of the video that I've got coming out Wednesday. Do you want a spoiler? If I see 10 ones. Alright, that's enough. Here is a spoiler of the garage. Garagio Magnifico. Bedroom workshop to garage, part 1. Is this what you guys are wanting? Is this what you guys are wanting, huh? Is this what you guys want? I don't know if it is. I think I'm going to bore a lot of people, but do you know what? It is what it is. No, shh, 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 shh. Is this what you guys want? Joey outside of his natural habitat.
Okay, so it would be really, really good if somebody could just explain to me why it's been not raining all day, and then all of a sudden I've said when it's raining, oh, now I'll go into the garage and start filming. This is the garage. And you might be thinking, Joe, why are you even talking about this? What do you mean? This is a tech channel. Why on earth are you showing us your garage? Well, this is probably, hopefully, is going to become, I need to get into the right mindset, is going to become my office or my workshop. And I think this is going to be the first video where I go into talking about what I think I understand. That makes sense because it's on just a bit of a slant. So the guy who came round was walking. So it's like an armored core, and that goes through the floor into the garage and up. Felt flaps is what I'm going to call them. But apparently that is what's mouldy on the other side, which is...
Is that what you guys want, chat? Is that what you guys want? That's part one. That's coming out Wednesday, okay? Because I thought there's two reasons why I'm documenting. One of them is because it's fun. It will earn me money when I'm in this like transition phase. Two, maybe people will want to see it. Maybe people will also want to set up their own workshop so they can learn from my fails, you know? Is that what you guys want to see? Yeah, felt flaps. I said it earlier, Bodge, and I was waiting for you to say something. So yeah, I will be doing the garage and I will be documenting it. And what I said is that I don't know if I'm going to be doing the work myself. However, I will document the process. So after they've come in and done what they need to do, every single day, whatever, however long it takes, I will go in and document the process and just talk to you about what I've learned and stuff, you know? So yeah, I love that kind of video. Garage fun. There is no garage fun. There is none. Did you watch Hi-Fi Camera setup? I didn't, JFix. Can you send me the link on Discord? That'd be much appreciated. I'd definitely love to. Guys, I said in it as well, if there's any experts out there that are okay to help me with the actual setup of the workshop, that'd be amazing. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it's not going to be full renovation because I personally I'm not going to be doing the work. I'll be doing some of it, but not like, you know, the electrics and the timber and all those things and the stud work and all those things. And that's not me. You know, and the thing is as well, I also need to make money. So I also need to make money by continuing what I can do best, which is the YouTube content. And if the thing is, I say in the video, it will take me 10 times longer to do something than what somebody professionally would be able to do. And it will then take me 10 times the amount of time to fix that mistake. So it's just no point. You know what I mean? Right, let's see then. So I'm going to plug in this, which works, I think. This is 100 watt power delivery for 100 watt. Here we go. So 100 watt power delivery. I'll plug that in there. And now I need to see what the situation is, okay? Let's see what draw we get. First off, do I have the correct connector? Oh, would you look at that? Chat, we got it. Yes. Okay, that's really, really good because I didn't know if I had the correct one, and I do. So let me pull up the ammeter. Paul, what did you say about changing something? Physical update for the USB-C meter for you and others, changing the shunt from 25. What's MR? What's MR? You should reach out to people for sponsorships, collaborations. Squiz, you're 100% correct. I should. I just don't know where to start. Thing is as well, I also don't want it to be like a massive sponsored video. But yeah, I agree. I think I was thinking of like, what do you call it? Because FlexiSpot have been on my inbox and sent me so many emails, and I've just said to them, I've just not got the room. I'd love it because I hear so many people rant and rave about FlexiSpot and how good their desks actually are, but I can't justify doing it in this room. So when I do the garage, I'll see if they can maybe do some stuff like that. You know, like the up desks and stuff, the standing desks, FlexiSpot stuff. Maybe we'll see. That'd be pretty cool. Gibbs has a FlexiSpot. Oh, does he? Was it sponsored? Was it? Right, let's plug this in. Here we go. So we've got the software now on the screen. Yeah, I think that's wicked, Paul, because especially when I do Nintendo Switches, I can't see, because it flickers, right? Less voltage drop across the meter and less heat. It's not. So does that, Paul, does that mean, you see you said software, right? Smaller shunt. Wait, is that hardware or software? Sponsored by chat. Oh, bless him, man. get one so I can see before I buy one. It was a Christmas present. Oh, actually, chat actually did. Oh, wow. Okay, fine. I see. Hardware, firmware, software, it'll be all three. So with this one, Paul, there's nothing that can be done because I obviously have it, right? Or can I do the firmware and software to this? Or will it only be for the new devices? Right, let's plug this in and see what happens. See what draw we get. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now, it might be that I need to turn this round, so we'll give it a couple of seconds. Or it could be that the battery itself is disconnected. Let's turn around. Up! Oh. That's bumping up. What's that bumping up to? 6.5 amps? That's a short, chat. No, that's a big short, is it not? 6.5 amps? I mean, it's trying to do something. Is that not a lot? That's a lot. All right. That's a lot. I don't know what it's meant to draw, but I'm pretty sure laptops draw around about the 3 to 5. That Fox, welcome. How are you? If you change the shunt on it from a 25 to then you can do that. But I suppose the thing will be to do the firmware update because you don't have UPD. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. I see. That makes sense. What is this? T6? No. Got to be T4 then, no? Nope. T5. Who's using T5? What? It's not T5. It's not T6. Ah, is it P6? Is it Pentalope 6? Is it? Ah, it's Pentalope. No, don't worry about that, Paul. Jeez, I'll buy whatever I need to buy. It could be a nice little experiment, hey? But even without the firmware, would it update? Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah, because it doesn't have the firmware. It's been open before, guys. This definitely would have had attempted repairs by my guys at the repair shop. This won't be a signature of their work though, because they like I said, they have probably just put this in the e-waste pile because they claimed it as unfixable or something. So, okay, so those screws are a little bit different. So what I'll do is I'll put those on top. That's not unscrewing. Neither's that. Neither's that. Neither's that. Wait, what? Neither's that. Wait, are they, is it different? Is it different screws? What? That's Pentalope. That's TR5. Wait. Some of these are TR5 and some of them are Pentalope. That's weird chat, is it not? Oh, wait, I'm going to have to really, really organise these properly. Is that a standard thing in some laptops, hey? You go between Pentalope and Torx? That seems strange to me. That seems rather strange. Oh, well, that's not even working. Maybe they're stripped. Are they stripped? Yeah, I think they're stripped. What is going on? It's just spinning. So it's not Torx because the again the 6 is too big. I'm so confused. It's not like a hex. No, it's definitely not. What? Because it doesn't look stripped, but I just don't have the Guys, can you get bigger than a Pentalope 6? Can you get bigger than a P6? Can you get bigger than a P6? I'm so confused right now. Of course this is the hurdle that I fail at. Look, it's not necessarily rounded off. Same with this one, it's not rounded off. But the 6 just spins. Like, that is not rounded, right? But the bit doesn't go in. 6 is too 5. You guys, it's too big. You think 6 is too big? Let's try 5. No, look. Can you see how that's in? That's Torx. But then if I go Torx, that's a 5. Right? This is a 6. Too big. Wait, is this a 6? Yeah, TR6. Is this a 5? Ah! I found the issue. T4. T5. Okay, so I didn't put these back correctly. That's what's happened, is it? Cool. All right. That's what it was. I didn't put them back in the right place. Now we should work absolutely fine, because I reckon T5 is going to be... Oh, yes. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous! Yeah, who didn't put those back in the right place, hey? Who didn't put those back in the right place? Lorda glove. Sack 'em. Sack 'em, whoever didn't put it back in the right place. Definitely wasn't me. Anyway. Now, I'm going to use my Assessimo here, and you might be like, what? But this has so many scratches on already, I don't think it necessarily matters. The goal here is to obviously just get it up and running. But it has a lot of scratches already. Like the chassis is just not in a good condition. Here we go! If I open this and it was water damaged, I'll be throwing fists. Okay, right, so it looks like everything's been put back together nicely. Let's see if I can measure some voltage and see what the situation is. It looks like maybe that's been soldered down there. Again, this is from a repair shop. Let's just see what's going on down here, shall we? Let's see what's going on down here. That is definitely liquido damage. Because you can tell by the caps at the end. Like here. See that? And yeah, okay. What's that? See this? What is that? What? Oh, it's going to be some like blob stuff, is it? For the actual RAM. Look at that. There by design? No idea. No idea. I don't see an SSD. Could be soldered, but there is in fact no SSD here, you're right. And it's just the NVMe. Nice. Is that water damage? Yeah, definitely some sort of corrosion going on. Alright, let me, I'm going to plug the ammeter in. Oh, there's a coil missing here. And the battery's not plugged in. God, they gave me a difficult one. Hey, alright, I'll rate it. Battery's definitely not plugged in. To the point of how it should be. Let's plug her in. Alright, battery now plugged in. But definitely a coil missing here, I think, hey? Definitely a coil missing here. Mega ohms there. Kilo ohms here. Okay, and going down. But no short. Let me just double check in continuity mode. No short. So ground this side. No short here. Sat, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. This is where we're going to have the main power coming in, right? Is that fuse? What's PF? No short. Yeah, definitely some sort of liquid ingress. Look, you can see. Definitely would have had a trip in the ultrasonic. Okay. Let me just see what I draw now. Without that coil. I have to bear that in mind. It's plugged into the battery now. It's not making a difference. £6.5 amps. So it's nothing to do with the battery because it's the main power rail and the battery's unplugged. I get no difference. I wonder if I need something here. What I might do is take the battery out and put a coil, or just a bit of wire for now, just so I don't destroy the battery or anything, and see what happens. See if I get a change in the reading. Really tight, compact area for this battery, I'll tell you that. But obviously don't want to bend the battery. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be missing anything else. I'm kind of thinking just take out the motherboard and attach the battery separately and see and just start working on it that way. So therefore I can also see underneath as well, you know. I'm tempted to do that. 6.5 might be the max. Yeah, I would also, I could try just quickly using the thermal cam and see if anything heats up with that 6 draw, because something's going to be going pop. Something's definitely going to be receiving a lot of heat with a 6.5 amp draw. So let me see that quick. At least I could start working around that area. Issue being as well is that if I just go ahead and put a coil here, it might make something more dangerous. So let's try and find it without putting that coil back, actually. I think that's a good shout. Let's see what happens. I got that there. Is it that coil getting hot? Or is it the charging IC? So good thing is that I've got a component down here that's getting hot. It looks like a diode. And I've also got this chip getting hot as well. So this chip getting hot and this, what looks to be diode, is a P0103. But let me just have a look and see what the situation is. Now it could be that it is simply meant to get hot in those areas, you know. But let me show you the components that are getting hot. This. I wish I knew if it had been put on the right way as well, because we don't know that. But that looks like it's definitely had solder, or had a job of solder done to it. And then another one is down here, getting a bit warm and spicy. And I think that looks like what he's tried to do is solder a wire to it and give it some voltage. That's what it looks like to me. There's a solder ball there. Is that a solder ball, or is that just... I think that's a pad. Like a test pad or something. And I'm assuming this is I'm assuming this is on the right way, because we have the line here and the lines here. I'm assuming that's the right way. Line here, lines here. Let's go diode mode. Nothing. Uh, 2.7. Typically associated with USB-C request 20 volts. Thermal cam won't show anything because it's shutting down so quickly. I don't know. I don't know if that is the case, because technically the device should be able to just stay on because it's with barrel jack, right? So I don't know if it's DC voltage. Can you see that drop? And across here is 1 volt. But it's just, it's on, okay, so it's on both rails and there's no inductor here. So it's doing something. Why is that voltage so erratic? The voltage of the main power rail. I'm going to measure on that side of the diode where I got 19 volts. It's in... It's all over the place. Kilo ohms, 16 kilo ohms. Don't know if that's main power rail though. Just because it's 20 volts doesn't mean it's main power rail. Whereas on this side of where we get 20 volts, we get 14 mega ohms. So resistance seems to be okay on the main power rail. And I'm assuming that would be main power rail where that coil is. But why is the voltage all over the place? That's the question. And it could be anything. Why is the main power rail voltage all over the place? I didn't come up with the name, no. Somebody else came up with the name, Profile Loft. I actually gave them credit in the pinned comment of one of the most recent videos. Because I wonder if that still happens if I disconnect everything. I wonder if I take the board out, if I still get that reading. You know what I mean? Who's calling me now? What is going on?
Over 2 years, glovely jubbly. Where has the time gone?
I am back. Did I tell you the model? The battery model? Or just the laptop? Laptop model is... Bear with us. I didn't read it out, no. The model is a 81BD. So it's a Lenovo IdeaPad 720S model 81 Bravo Delta. Looks like some cheap Wi-Fi card been put in. Wait a minute. See what happens now. Two amps. Oh, 6 amps. Chat, I can hear this thing igniting. Aviana, welcome. How are you? I can hear this thing igniting. I can hear it going tick, 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 tick. I can't tell you where. I can't tell you where. I'm going to have to take it off. I can't tell you where. Is this just a pull-up thing? Yeah. Throw out the window, yeah. Potentially. Captive, captive. Nah, that's annoying. All same size at least. Looking good. Yeah, fan and CPU ones are fine. Same size. Heatsink, should I say. Okay. What is that at the bottom of the cup? Are these same size as well? They are, but I'll keep them separate. Just in case. Chances that this goes back the exact same way it came apart, absolutely slim to none. I'll end up making it into a Game Boy or something, I imagine. Switch brains, you're right. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Always willing to learn, mate, so thank you. What? Guys, we're rich. We're rich. We got a 4 gig stick. Let's go. We made it. Has a hinge screw. Must be a pain now, isn't it? Where's the power button? Is that the same as hinge? Yeah, it is.
Hello.
Bormu, thank you very much. Oh, I missed one. Tier 1, 15 months in a row. Thank you so much, Bormu. I appreciate you. Saber, Tier 1 for 26 months. Thank you so much, my friend. How are you? Sorry, mate. Definitely missed that. Maybe I was on the phone at the time. Not like me to miss them. So I do apologise. Let's see what happens when we just get the board ready. Still hear it clicking.
Oh, yeah.
Saber, what? Saber, thank you very much for the tier 1 to Aditi, Sir James, Craze, SS, and Nikki. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Very kind of you. Saber, thank you. 52 total gifted subs now as well. 585 total Twitch subscribers. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm bunged up and ill. Saber.
You want to be on the phone when I submit a message. Gosh. I guess I have to gift subs.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let me see if there's something else on the other side of this board that's getting hot. Because this side... we've got a couple of areas of contention. So we've got this chip. No, we've got this diode. That's a diode, by the way. That's a diode. Sorry, that's a transistor. So I've got a transistor here, which is bad. I've then got this MOSFET, which is bad. I say bad, it's 30 degrees. And I've got this diode, which is 31 degrees. Is that it? Those are the three main areas. Let me turn around. Could be the MOSFET. Makes sense as to why the voltage is jumping around as much as it is. What about the backside? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We get a 42 degree MOSFET on the back. Whoa, 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 whoa. 43, 43, 44, 43. What's that FET doing? Because that's a lot. That's a lot more than the others. Do we have a bingo? Do we have a bingo? Why is this pulling 40 degrees? .43 degrees, not much. I agree, but in comparison to everything else, it's hotter, right? So what do I get? Drain to source. 21 ohms. That's low, hey? Oh, you guys can't even see. I get 21 ohms, chat. Why is my multimeter not showing for you guys? There we go. I get 21 ohms. Gate to drain. That's not good, is it? Drain to source, not gate. If I said gate to drain, I apologise. Drain to source. 21 ohms is really low. How much resistance do I get on the gate? Kilo ohms. That's fine. But the through of 21. Well, what about these FETs down here? Because these are the other ones that we're getting hot. Oh. Well, that's shorted. Well, that's kilo ohms. That's shorted. Don't tell me that's normal. Because if so, I'll give up everything I know about electronic repair. That's not normal. Is it? Inject 1 volt on the output of PQ401. Output being this side, right? One volt. 0 amps. But I also get 0 amps on this side. Oh, wait. I get no draw this side. No draw that side. Doesn't matter that those two pins are together. Could just be a shorted MOSFET. I shouldn't have continuity through a MOSFET, should I? I shouldn't have continuity through a MOSFET. Standard. So let me take that off. That is in an awful position as well, by the way. I think we can all agree. It's not in a great position. I could go from underneath, right? Underneath would definitely be the safer bet, but they don't call me Risky Joe for no reason. They don't call me Risky Joe for no reason, chat. Is it even on? I do want to measure this out of circuit. Yeah, it's shorted. That's a shorted MOSFET. Could just be a cap. There's no short. The MOSFET is shorted. So if I plug this in now without the FET, I can't see. If I plug this in now without the FET, that's plugged in. I mean, to me, that looks a lot more stable. Now, granted, I don't have the coil. Nor do I have that MOSFET on now. But if I go into DC voltage, measure here, 19 volts. Measure here, nothing. Because obviously it ends, right? And there's 19 volts here or here. There's 1.3 volts this side. Forgot, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. Thank you. Legend, how are you, my friend? You okay? So this one, this is 1.3, but that might just be because I don't have the coil. I wonder if I plug the charger in now. I wonder if I plug the battery in, whether the battery will charge or not without that MOSFET. I don't know if that's a main power rail MOSFET or whether it's a charging. Yeah, 0.02 is good. I am congested, yeah. I am congested still. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to... I need to replace that MOSFET, right? I need to replace that MOSFET. And the coil. That looks like I could just stick a PS5 coil on there, to be fair. I think I could just stick a PS5 coil on there. I don't think that's going to be anything wrong with that. Team Bugs, thank you very much for the Prime for 9 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just need a MOSFET now, but I don't work on laptops, so I don't know if I'm going to have this MOSFET. Where's that MOSFET gone? Assuming it's the same as the one above it, right? What do you think, chat? It's going to be the same as the MOSFET above it, isn't it? Oh, they're not the same. I also don't know where pin 1 is. MOSFET is AON7401. It's not, it's definitely not top left. Top right, yeah, I think it is top right. But that's just how I took it off, right? Because it's been repaired before, I don't know if it is meant to go the other way. I don't think it is, but... Does anybody know if I do a quick Google, Michael Google? 7408 GV6 C3C. According to schematic, it should be Aeon 7752. I mean, it has got an A here, so I wonder if it is Aeon. Should be the same like the one above. So it should be the same as this MOSFET. Is that on the schematic laptop? So you're saying that this MOSFET is right, this one's incorrect? Yeah, where can I find that MOSFET? I'm not gonna be able to find that on the console, am I? So I might have to hit the donor pile until I find it. No, it doesn't matter if it's bridged. These two pins, these three pins. If these three pins were bridged right here, it wouldn't matter because they're on the same rail. So you see this rail, they're all on the same rail. Same here. It's all on the same rail. So it doesn't matter if these two are bridged. If these were bridged, different story. Then I'm looking at this MOSFET. And that's different to that, and that's different to that. So the chances of having three different MOSFETs here is not realistic. I've got a MacBook board, but I don't think I'm going to have what I need on there. MacBooks are funny creatures. Let me go blow my nose, chat. Yeah. Oh yeah, position is easy. Yeah, if I turn it over, I'll be able to see it, won't I? Yeah, that's very true. Because of the gate. Hello. Just took a paracetamol as well, chat. I've got the motherboard number here, and I'm going to write it down because I keep reading it out and then forget myself. 81BD. Lenovo 81 Bravo Del Toro. Do we have any schems? Lenovo IdeaPad 720S 81 BD motherboard. Schematic. $700 series. 720S. 720S. 14 LKB. 14 LKB. AT1BD. There it is. £20? $20? What do you mean? Fair play, I respect it. I respect it, but I ain't paying. I respect it, but I ain't paying. Alright, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Yeah, that's it. No, thank you. Leave me alone. I was watching his Xbox repair vid for when Xbox just turns off and back on. I've done everything his tutorial showed, but my Xbox won't let be the power. I see the fan. Slobby, what do you mean? Sorry, did you take it apart to clean it, or are you saying that you had a faulty one? Guys, there's nothing that I can do to like temporarily see if this is the fix, right? So I can't just solder a wire from point A to point B. Can't treat it as a fuse, can I? That'd be silly. I'm just having a look on any boards that I've got. I've got a MacBook here, but again, this isn't. Because it's different charging methods, I highly doubt it's going to have the same sort of MOSFET values. It's a charging MOSFET, I think. My Xbox is being fired. I've tried to fix it, but Xbox 10. Slobby, your best bet is to do, if you do !mark Discord, you'll be able to raise a post on our forums, and it should help. Somebody will be able to get back to you and help you with the situation. We've got an awesome community on the Discord. Yeah, so I think I just need to find a replacement MOSFET, hey? I wonder if they've got any donor boards of these in the shop. Oh, I've got the motherboard revision here, by the way. If anybody finds that a bit more useful, that might help a bit more actually in terms of finding me a schematic as well. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the LA F141P. Chat, was is Vinafix a trusted site? Vinafix? Does anybody know? Does anybody know if... Oh, it's got the BIOS. And the EC. But it doesn't have the board view. I don't know if these websites are legit, man. I think people are saying that you need to pay for back caps now. You need to pay for it? I mean, it kind of makes sense if you are somebody who uses it a lot. I feel like it will come in very handy, you know? What? That's BIOS requests, BIOS requests, BIOS requests. There's no revision on bad caps for the motherboard. There's only, guys, these are the, I've got an EC RA, I've got a Win RA, and I've got a C1Z RA. Am I right in thinking that these are just BIOSes and ECs? Is that right? Are these just BIOSes and ECs? I just want to say thank you, Joe. After a year and a half of having an artifacting RTX 3080, I was able to fix it. I removed the VRAM chip, replaced it with a new one. Now it works like a dream. Couldn't have done it without watching you do this sort of thing. Thank you, Eva. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, that's annoying because yeah, I need to find out what MOSFET it is. But we're saying that it's the one that's on top is what it's meant to be, chat. Is that correct? Who was it who sold me that? Laptop disassembly. Laptop disassembly. You're telling me it's the same as this MOSFET here. This one, right? So let me just Google those MOSFETs. Nothing. Infineon MOSFET? No, surely not. GV6251. 6251 GV. It's just not going to be what I need though, is it? Let me do the 7752. Aeon 7752 30 volt channel N channel MOSFET from Alpha and Omega. Okay. Right, so that's what I'm looking for then. Aeon. Let's go on to eBay. That's it. Okay. Let's either buy them. £3.99. Are these ones? Is this one completely different? Yeah, that's a 7408. I need the 7752. How much did Ali have them for? Cardboard Straw coming in with a prime for 19 months. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you. I can get a 10-piece Aeon 7752 from AliExpress for £3.41. I'm going to add that to the cart. Question is, do I need anything from AliExpress at the moment? So I need to spend £8. Guys, do I need anything from AliExpress at the moment? How are you, Cardboard? What can I get from Ali? Anyone got any good recommendations of something to buy? YCS Dragon, says James. What's a YCS Dragon? Oh, what's that? Divine Dragon? A UV curing tool? 14 quid? Why does it look so fancy? Also YCS Z04. YCS, is it a 0 or O? Looks like a 0, but nothing's coming up for me. What's the full name of it, James? YCS 704. Flux dispenser. Oh, I don't need a flux dispenser, mate. Thank you, though. I'll pass on that one. How much is it? It's still only so it's only $5.40 for these MOSFETs, for 10 of these MOSFETs. It's £5.40. It's fine. Ugreen have got cables on AliExpress, by the way, chat. Did you know that? Did you know Ugreen sell their cables on AliExpress? I had no idea about that. Do Ugreen sell all of their stuff on it? Oh, they do. There's like a Ugreen store, is there? Oh, wow. That's handy to know, to be honest, because I bet this stuff is cheaper than buying it from UK Amazon, you know? It's like the Ugreen 200 watt GAN charger. How much is that on Amazon? How much is the GAN charger? $72. 8 and 1 desktop, that's 6 port. So let me do 8. 8 port. Oh, 54 quid. Why is it double the price? Why is it double the price? What? Yeah, it's literally double the price. All right. Listen, chat, I think what I do is I just leave this board out and I put it to the side and I kind of just roughly leave this this MOSFET where it is. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it on the screw mat. I'll put that MOSFET on the screw mat. And then when the other MOSFET comes, I'll simply just replace it and see if that fixes our issue. The good thing is, our short's gone, supposedly. So when this was on the board, we had our issue and it was drawing like 6 amps. Whereas now, that's not happening. So I do believe that this was our issue. And I get a short through the MOSFET, as you saw, of 0 ohms. So I think it was shorted to ground on the inside or something. Which is interesting because it shouldn't be that. So it would be nice. Someone's in the washroom washing his hands. Ah, Carbon, I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear. Hope everything's okay. Right, those MOSFETs have been ordered, chat. So we shall see. We shall see, we shall see. Yeah. Huh. Saber!
I just remembered I have a bunch of donor laptops from that era.
Let's go.
Yoga 260 and 380. Let me see if by some chance they share a MOSFET.
That'd be cool. No stress. No stress. But that would be cool. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I said thank you. I say it. Thank you. Thank you. What did I miss? Ooh, that was very close. Now I'm a lucky boy. Yeah, I was speaking to you, laptop, but I think I've ordered a 77502 from AliExpress. Well, I've ordered a pack of 10. So I've ordered a pack of 10 77502 MOSFETs, and we're going to go from there. But I do believe that the MOSFET was faulty based on the fact it had a short through it. I don't think MOSFETs are meant to have a short through them, guys. And like I said, if they are meant to have them, I give up on everything, because as far as I'm aware, everything I learned, that is the case. You can use any N channel 30 volt one. It is what it is. I bought 10 of them. Well, I wonder if I have got some, because I'm pretty sure I've bought some MOSFETs before. Laptop disassembly, do you have a shop? I can't remember if we've spoken about this or not. You do? Nice. In the UK? If I did have a vet, it would be in here. I've got a 9238CH. I think that's an intersil. Not an imbecile, chat. Intersil. Take me home, country roads, to a place I belong. Got some helmet. Got a helmet outside my house. Oh, Bulgaria. Nice. In the old bulks. P13 USB. Nope. I can't even beatbox, chat. That's where I'm at today. I can't even beatbox. No, these are all just random chips, man. Big chips, you know. They're not like little MOSFETs. They're like power management ICs. Country roads take me home to a place. The scope is backwards, so I'm trying to angle this without knowing where to go. Nope. 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 Imagine if this was them, and I've got 100 of them. MMD, no, they're like transistors. They're transistors. What's in here? These bad boys are tiny. Chat, which ones are these? These look small. Small. What on earth? Anybody playing World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, chat? I have no idea what these are. Are you a Man United fan? I am not, no. You Sliv? Oh, nice. Are you enjoying it? I've been tempted, but then I kind of just think about how much of the grind it actually takes. Plus, I don't play with anyone. So I haven't actually played it at all yet. But I know that apparently at the moment it's like all the rep grind and attunement stuff. And I'm kind of debating whether to come back and just play it because do you know what, chat? I really fancy just like a nice chilled game. Something that's not going to be stressful, that causes me stress, that I just want to jump on the evenings and play. You know what I mean? Arc Raiders, for example, is just full-on PvP. So, laptop, are you interested in this when I get the MOSFETi? Are you interested to see what the situations of the nation is? As soon as I get it, I will let you know. I don't know when that's going to be, my friend. One of the things that I can't be bothered with the Burning Crusade stuff is all the factions and, like, you know, one thing I liked about the retail WoW was that everything was like one now, you know. Whereas now everything is separated again because it's classics. There's so many different WoW versions, man. I went to have a look and it was like there's like 5 different WoWs at the moment. There's like 5 different World of Warcrafts. It's crazy. I'm like, well, it doesn't even make sense, you know? Been experienced repairing recently started designing PCBs. Can I use a hot air rework station to do reflow soldering as well? Yeah, hot air rework station to reflow. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it's a lot of game design by committee at Blitz. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot going on, right? I feel like they're dipping their toes in so many different bits of water. Is that a saying? If you dip your toes in water, is that a saying, or have I just completely butchered that? Chat, no, I'm done now, I think, Madra. I've got a bit of a headache, and it was just interesting to look at that. I know I've been live for just over 2 hours, coming up 2.5 hours. Guys, we're going to raid Phil. We're going to say hello to Philly Bob. So, I'll send you all over there on Twitch anyway. So make sure you say hello and be nice. He does swear. He's not as family friendly as I'd say what I am, but he has just gone live. So that's just a heads up to let you guys know that he does swear in case you have any children watch or anything. But yeah, feel free to go over and say hello. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And as always, guys, I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be Sunday, I think. I hope. So yeah, Sunday. Much love. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.